The hum of the air conditioning was the only sound in the glass-walled boardroom, a faint mechanical drone that seemed to underline the tension in the air. Every executive sat rigid, their eyes darting between the polished table and the looming digital screen at the head of the room. Outside, the winter sky over Veldhoven was a flat, unforgiving gray, casting a cold pallor over the city's business district. The streets below were nearly empty, as if the world itself was holding its breath. Inside, the atmosphere was even colder. The usual morning chatter and casual greetings had evaporated, replaced by a heavy silence that pressed down on everyone in the room. The emergency meeting had been called just an hour ago, pulling executives away from their morning routines with a jarring urgency. Some had arrived mid-call, others clutching half-read emails, all of them aware that something seismic was unfolding. On the large screen at the head of the table, a news alert from Beijing glowed ominously. Expanded export controls, rare earth elements, semiconductor sector. The headlines scrolled relentlessly, each word more alarming than the last. The faces around the table, usually confident, were now masks of grim concentration. Even the most seasoned leaders looked unsettled, their brows furrowed as they tried to process the implications. The CFO, Roger Dassin, broke the silence, his voice steady but low, pointing to the fine print of China's new regulations. Foreign companies must now apply for licenses to export any product containing specified rare earths, regardless of quantity. The rules were sweeping, leaving no room for ambiguity or loopholes. Applicants must declare the end user and ultimate purpose of the technology, a declaration of control, locking down the building blocks of modern electronics. The paperwork was dense, the requirements strict, and the message unmistakable. China was tightening its grip. For ASML, the world's sole producer of extreme ultraviolet lithography machines, this was a direct threat to its core. The company's entire business model depended on a seamless global supply chain, and now, that chain had a new, unbreakable link. The intricate lasers, precision lenses, and powerful magnets inside their machines rely on a steady supply of these obscure but indispensable minerals. Without them, the world's most advanced chips simply could not be made. The news felt less like a policy change and more like a declaration of economic warfare, with ASML standing squarely on the front line. The stakes were global, and the consequences could ripple through every industry that depended on advanced technology. The silence returned, heavier this time, filled with the unspoken question: how do you build the future when its essential building blocks are being held hostage? In that moment, the boardroom felt less like the nerve center of a tech titan, and more like the eye of a gathering storm, with every executive wondering just how far the shockwaves would reach. Rare earth elements might sound like something out of a science fiction novel, but in reality, they're a group of 17 unique metals, including neodymium and terbium, that are quietly woven into the fabric of our everyday lives. You may not see them, but they're present in countless devices and technologies we depend on. Their name suggests they're hard to find, but the real challenge isn't scarcity. It's the complex, energy-intensive, and often polluting process required to extract and refine them from the earth. This environmental cost makes rare earths a precious resource, despite their relative abundance in the planet's crust. These elements are the secret sauce behind the technology that powers our modern world. They make possible the vibrant colors on your smartphone screen, the powerful motors in electric vehicles, and the precision of advanced military systems like missile guidance. For companies like ASML, rare earths aren't just another ingredient. They're the key to achieving the extreme precision required in semiconductor manufacturing, enabling breakthroughs that drive the entire tech industry forward. Their state-of-the-art lithography machines depend on rare earths to generate high-powered lasers and create ultra-strong magnets. At the cutting edge of technology, there simply aren't any real substitutes for these materials. Any disruption in the supply of rare earths isn't just inconvenient, it poses an existential threat to the production of the world's most advanced semiconductors, potentially halting progress across entire industries. Without rare earths, the digital world as we know it would grind to a halt, affecting everything from global communications to the devices in our pockets and the infrastructure that keeps our societies connected. China's dominance over rare earths is no accident, it's the result of decades of strategic policy. While other nations abandon mining due to costs and pollution, China absorbed the environmental toll and built a near monopoly, especially in processing. Today, China mines about 60% of rare earths but controls over 90% of global processing capacity. Even if other countries mine rare earths, they often send them to China for final refinement. Beijing's new export controls are a sophisticated tool, letting it approve or deny shipments case by case. For companies like ASML, this means every shipment is now a high-stakes geopolitical negotiation. Rare earths have become a tool of statecraft, not just a commodity. For ASML, Beijing's move was a targeted strike. As the sole maker of advanced EUV lithography systems, ASML is uniquely exposed. China's new rules threaten shipment delays, with every component containing rare earths now subject to export licenses. The ripple effect: delayed deliveries to customers like TSMC and Intel, and a potential $3 billion hit from lost sales, penalties, and costly re-engineering. Meanwhile, Chinese chipmakers, once ASML's biggest customers, are expected to sharply reduce orders. ASML faces a dual crisis: supply chain choke points and a shrinking market, both driven by geopolitics. ASML isn't alone. Rare earth restrictions send shockwaves through the entire semiconductor ecosystem. Companies are scrambling to map their supply chains, hunting for hidden dependencies on Chinese rare earths. A single piece of equipment can have thousands of parts, making this a monumental task. As uncertainty spreads, so do risks of production halts and price spikes. The impact ripples out. Chip makers, equipment suppliers, automakers, and consumer electronics all face delays and rising costs. The rare earth crisis exposes the fragility of globalization. One broken link, and the whole chain shudders. ASML's $3 billion crisis is a stark reminder of the financial risks when geopolitics disrupt supply lines. The cost comes from lost sales, penalties, and the massive expense of finding alternative suppliers or materials. We've seen this before. Nvidia lost $5.5 billion in sales to China after US export controls. The fallout spreads. When ASML cut forecasts, suppliers like Nova lost $1 billion in market value overnight. Uncertainty erodes trust, delays investment, and slows innovation across the industry. The financial pain isn't just ASML's, it's a warning of systemic risk for the entire tech ecosystem. China's rare earth restrictions are the latest move in a high-stakes tech war with the US. This conflict isn't just about minerals or machines, it's about who will control the future of technology, innovation, and economic power. The stakes are enormous, with both countries vying for dominance in industries that will define the next century. Washington has tried to choke off China's access to advanced chips by pressuring allies like the Netherlands to block ASML sales. These chips are the brains behind everything from smartphones to fighter jets, and the US is determined to keep its technological edge. The pressure campaign has forced global companies to pick sides, reshaping alliances and business strategies. In response, Beijing is weaponizing its control over rare earths, the raw materials for those very machines. China supplies the vast majority of these elements, making it a critical player in the global tech ecosystem. By tightening exports, Beijing is sending a clear message: it won't be sidelined without a fight. It's a counter-choke point. If the US blocks machines, China blocks the minerals. This tit-for-tat strategy is creating new vulnerabilities in the global supply chain, with each side looking for new ways to gain leverage. This tit-for-tat escalation is pushing the world's two largest economies further apart. The ripple effects are being felt worldwide, as markets react and companies scramble to adapt to the new reality. Rhetoric is heating up. US politicians threaten massive tariffs, while China tightens its grip on critical exports. The war of words is matched by real-world actions, with new policies and restrictions announced almost weekly. The result? Global companies like ASML are caught in the crossfire, forced to navigate an increasingly polarized landscape. Boardrooms are filled with uncertainty as executives weigh the risks of doing business in a divided world. Every new restriction raises the stakes, making the global tech supply chain more fragile. Delays, shortages, and rising costs are becoming the new normal, threatening innovation and growth. The semiconductor industry, once a symbol of global cooperation, is now a battleground. Engineers and workers who once collaborated across borders now face barriers and suspicion. The world is watching as the tech Cold War intensifies. With every move, the future of global technology and the balance of power hangs in the balance. If China's rare earth restrictions persist, the global tech industry faces a new era of disruption and higher costs. Companies will be forced to rebuild supply chains from scratch, an expensive, years-long process. The West will pour billions into new mines and refineries, but efficiency and low costs will suffer. For consumers, this means pricier smartphones, laptops, and electric vehicles. Innovation may slow as R&D shifts from breakthroughs to supply chain survival. The risk: a fragmented world, where collaboration gives way to rival tech blocks. The rare earth crisis isn't just a trade dispute, it's a battle for the future of global innovation.